Yeah, well, what was that guy's name? Calvin Armstrong.
Yeah.
Dude, this guy was a Redskin.
Yeah.
Dude, he was like third string practice squad.
Yeah.
And he would have 405 pounds on the bar. And he was talking to me, and I'm like, I'll spot you, although I don't think you need it. And he would just be 405. This guy's third string in NFL, and he goes, hey, man, do you think that girl likes me?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know, but dude, don't get worn out because I don't know if I can fucking help you.
Dude, the guy.
And then I was doing 100-pound dumbbells one time, and this guy, Calvin Armstrong's going to help me. So I'm like, hey, man, just, help me get it up one time. So instead of doing the normal elbow thing, he grabs my wrists, and I'm like, oh, my God.
Right.
And so that dumbbells pressed so hard, I had black bruises on the outside of my wrist for a week. Because he just goes, I don't know, that's how we do it. And I'm like, right, I'm half your size. He was 6'6", 330.
Yeah.
And he was just like, the stories this motherfucker had from college, he goes, well, I do this. And I was like, I don't know what that is. And he goes, well, I played football. And
I'll show you again.
Yeah, he goes, I could launch you through that wall if I want to. And I'm like, don't do that. And so I have a party at my house, and he brings like 6 second-string Redskins there.
Yeah.
And these guys are ducking in to a regular house. And I'm like, hey, the party's probably not as cool as you guys thought it would be. Like, fucking huge. And then remember that night we all go out together and we go to PJ Skidoo's in Fairfax. This dude, we're all drinking, taking shots, and Janelle, all those trainers were there.
Oh, yeah.
And the Redskin dude, he eats 2 full meals. Like, he orders, give me that and that. Like, 2 entrees.
Yeah.
Crushes that like it's nothing. And he continues to drink, and we go out all night. So I'm just saying that's a whole nother level of person. And I'm the guy that squirted icy hot in my eyes, ass, balls, and taint.
You had bleached your hair back then, right? You had bleached blonde hair. You had when I first met you, you had the
golf hat.
The Zach Morris.
That's because of my girlfriend, man. Remember the Julia or whatever?
I feel like
the Mormon chick.
I feel like you had it before her. You picked her up with that look. That's what she was into.
She picked me up, is what you mean. Because, again, with the bike, 3 times I would be leaving, and it's raining, and girls are like, Devin, do you want to ride? And I'm like, well, I have to put my bike in the back. Like, I just let them know I'm pathetic right up front. Like, listen, I got out of the Marines not too long ago, and I own nothing. And they're like, yeah, that's cool. And that's how I met Julia. And then Julia was like, I come from, where's she come? Minnesota, where all the Mormons are. She goes, I wanted to get out of there because every girl my age wants to have 6 kids and be Mormon. And I was like, okay.
She was just another weird client to me. But she was my client.
Yes, she was.
And then she started.
Oh, remember the double date? All you did was throw up in the parking lot.
Oh yeah.
And I was with Julia. Julia's like, I just know if it was my boyfriend, I'd be out there. Like, are you okay?
I mean, it was a good point. Because I was.
She was all right, man.
But you came out and helped. Not before.
I was just like, holy shit!
Not before you started recording everything, which I appreciate. I'd gone out with you a couple times
for posterity, man.
And every time, I was batting 100% throwing up with you, and it wasn't his fault. You would assume it would have been like, I thought sailors
drinking with Devin,
like it was all. Hey, listen, that was all my idiocy.
All my friends say that's what you get for drinking with Devin. Look at the scars on my face, man. These are not from hitting an IED.
I did that to myself, and then I think there was another time, possibly in Hooters or
not possibly
some other bar.
Oh yeah, you ate 2 hamburgers.
Where I went in there to throw up, and you're like, hold on, like you let. I went to go, and you were like, hold on, and you just followed me in there, and I'd thrown up a couple times.
I was like, now you need to drink.
And you're like, are you all right? And I'm like, good old Devin to the rescue. And I turn, and there's a fucking phone camera in my face. I'm like, whoops. Now you gotta take the.
Hey, buy up
with the bad.
That was an old oh my god, dude. That was.
That's when they were just starting to have cameras.
What was the Japanese sword name? Katana.
Yeah.
I had a katana phone.
Yeah.
And I was like, I like it because it's a little bit heavy.
So I imagine I was pixelated Those are things that probably just
Hey, by the way, I still have it, but I can't find a charger. I can't find a charger.
Get it, and when I run this, we'll put it in the.
I promise you, bro,
shot,
it's there, and you're there going like this. No, just going. I was like, "You okay?"
Only one of 2 times that I threw up in a Hooters. The second time was with a group of clients of mine.
Hooters is such a fucking joke.
I'd gone in the bathroom.
Are they still in business?
Yeah, they're still around.
Because the food's so good.
And I passed out, I guess, momentarily. I woke up to my client going, "Hey, Brian," and I'm like, and then I snapped to him. I'm like, "Yeah,
what's like, your problem?
You all right?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, are you all right?
Just in a bathroom. I can handle it. He goes, "Well, you've been in here for a while."
Yeah.
And I didn't even question it. I wanted to be like, what's a little while? Dude, but I was like,
working at Gold's,
I've probably been here for 30 minutes. I better
that's
get
a long time.
I better get out there.
That's like you're squeezing out a lump that you ate MREs for a month.
And then I vowed to never throw up in a Hooters ever again.
Throw up on a Hooters girl, which you probably don't remember that, but we won't tag. Yes, you did.
There was one I could have. I threw up on a Hooters girl.
I just said that.
When? It would have to be the one time I threw up.
2006 or something.
I don't think that ever happened.
No, it didn't. But it sounded really good when I said
it. Was
that was a lie. You didn't throw up on a Hooters girl. And plus, Hooters girls.
There was one I probably could have thrown up.
Half of them are dudes now, anyway.
Not because I was sick, but it was a low point in my life. And fast forward, there was some interactions, and every human odor that could be produced emanated from this person. And
oh my God, bro, that sounds...
just barely got out of there. But I got out.
Every human odor, bro.
Everyone.
I'm sorry, man. I had to dive into that late. So you're also talking about like diarrhea shit.
Well, I mean,
you're talking about rotten
that's
crotch.
Various smell out of an asshole. I mean, general like post work shift asshole.
That's yucky.
Rotten vagine, right?
Vagine. That's like saying Tarjay.
Smoker's breath.
Oh, that's a topper.
Armpit smell. Like I said, everything you could think that could create a smell. She was checking off boxes, and
so what? Is that why you threw up on her?
No, I actually did not throw up on that person.
Is she still alive?
I had sadly to say I wasn't even drunk. It would have been better. Could have got married. Could have got married.
I feel like no.
We wouldn't be having this conversation. She'd be my wife.
So anyway.
God.